Hey guys, it's Johnny Boy. I just wanted to show you a little tool that I modified today. This is a tool for putting on closet supplies and changing out ball cocks. I always use the same ball cock, so I designed my tool to fit this nut, and I also designed my tool to fit the nut on the metal nut on the supply tubes that I use. So one side of it's this size, and that's for this. You can see how I can tighten that up. Very easy, lightweight tool. And then the other side of it is for the nut for the ball cock, and it's just a lightweight 2-in-1 tool, and it's easy to carry around. It's convenient. No more fumbling around trying to get your channel locks in the right position to tighten up a supply nut, or messing around with these nuts on a. It just makes it simple. I mean, it's very easy, and it's just something I modified today. This used to be two different tools, and I decided to make this one short. I glued it inside a piece of 1.25 inches, and then I just heated this end up and pushed it over this nut and put a couple notches in it. Hey guys, Johnny Sunshine here. It's Sunday afternoon. I'm not sure what time it is. I just needed to get my tools squared away. I want to show you what I have in my bag that I bring into the house. Pair of cutters for CPVC up to 1 inch. I've got a pair of cutters for PVC from 3/4 up to 2 inch, which is really nice. They're compact. I can get in a cabinet and cut things off, do a kitchen, do a laundry room, I mean a lavatory. I've got a swedge in here. I always need this, and I can never seem to find it, so I'm leaving it in my tool bag. Let's see what else I got. I'm gonna take this camera off. Always need Scotch-Brite putting in kitchen sinks or faucets. I've got a sponge for DAP. I've got a tube of DAP and a caulking gun down here. My hammer. This is very nice. You can put about 10 straight edge razors in this thing, and it really does a great job of cutting off old DAP and shit. I've got a chisel in case I need to chop something out. Pair of scissors, you never know. Got my tub tool. This is my go-to tub tool. I've used this my whole career. I have a whole bunch of other ones, but this one usually gets me. I've got these. I use these on ice maker lines. These copper cutters, rigid. And I got these up to 1 inch. I use these most of the time. And then I've got some 15s. I got a pair of 20s in my stand-up toolbox. I got a little pair of vice grips, just in case I need to pull something out of the wall, a piece of pipe or whatever, and make sure it doesn't go back in the wall. I use them. I've got a deburring tool that I use every time I cut a piece of copper pipe. I got a rechargeable flashlight, and I'll show you. It's bright, man. I've got a couple flashlights in here, actually. This one extends. Pretty nice. And the one I use most of the time is this little guy, Milwaukee. I use that most of the time. Carry it with me in my Leatherman pouch. I like carrying these small cans of WD-40. I bought a whole case of them, and they're convenient. I got a pair of tile nippers in case I have to open up, you know, to get to an integral stop, or have to do something with some tile. I can chip it out. I got my torpedo level. I will tell you that for you guys, the guys that are your eyes are failing, they've got a new Empire level, has a new level, looks like this, but it's got LED lights in all of this shit, which is pretty cool. The only reason I didn't buy it is because it doesn't have a 45-degree level on it, and honestly, I just don't need it. I got a bunch of these mini hacksaws. I really like this brand. It's a Lennox. Keep a sharp blade in it, and it gets you through a lot of stuff. This is a shorter one. This one's got a longer handle. These hide putty knives, I believe, are the best ones on the market. They work really good for chopping off shims. I've got a bunch of I'll tell you what, this little set right here, I'm going to see if I can find it. Anyway, I want to show you a set of Allen wrenches that are really nice, but I carry 2 of each crescent wrenches. I got 2 8-inch, 2 6-inch. I don't have 2 10-inch in here. I carry 2 pairs of channel locks at I don't know, 12 and 16. I love these little Milwaukee 6-inch. They're just comfortable, man. I've got one of these guys. Never had to use it yet, but I wanted one on my truck in case I have to ream some shit out. This tool I actually just made today. This side tightens up closet supply hoses, the ones that I use, and this side actually tightens up the nut on a ball cock. So it's a 2-in-1 tool. Obviously this is for PVC and shock bite fittings. I got my needle nose in case these are nice and long. I've got one with an offset nose on it for getting shit out of garbage disposals. Got my meter here, mowing wrench. It's a pretty cool wrench here. Basically, it's for putting on compression stops. This is for the nut on the compression that holds it on the pipe. This is for the copper going up, coming out of the valve. Maybe that one is. This one might be for ice maker, but it comes apart. It unscrews. They sell these at Home Depot, and you use this end here. I will say that if you're gonna use it, always put the nut back on the valve, and then put this in. It's just an added safety feature where you don't want to get that thing out of round and mess up a brand new valve. So over here I got a couple cleaning brushes, wire brushes. I got it all right here. Another mini hacksaw, flashlight, temperature gauge, another pair of mini channies. Over on this end I've got my screwdrivers and nut drivers. On this side this is stuff for electrical, my strippers and side cutters. That's about it, guys. I don't, I do have down in here, I've got my basin wrench, I've got an LK screwdriver, I got my stickers that I put on water heaters. I've got shims here, putty. Shims are the ticket. Pipe dope, glue. I've got a bigger can of clear glue that I use. This is that little set of of Allen wrenches that I find very, very convenient. It's very small, but all these faucets, you know, trying to get that the Allen screws out of handles and shit, this thing's got every size that you would need. I found it to be very, very convenient, and I like the size of it. Can't tell what name it is. Maybe you guys can tell. Eklund, Eklind. I've got like 4 or 5 of these. I just like having them around. They're very easy. And then in this bag here is basically a lot of little shit. I've got all my picks in here, some pipe dope, Teflon tape, my grease, another pair of those these are great. I keep my sockets in here for like Kohler toilets or whatever if I need that. I got a pressure gauge. Got a couple of them in here. You know, the one I used the other day was broken. Here's my Florida One Step Odie Clear Cement. And I keep a bottle of Myers in here, cleaner, some rags. Keep my light in here, and I always carry my Leatherman with me. This is a says Leatherman Super Tool 300. I think it's like a I don't know. Anyways, I find this a very useful thing to have on my side all the time. I never leave the house without it, and I use this for getting ferrules off. I see some guys, they just pull them off with channel locks. That's great if they stubbed out on with hard copper, but if they stubbed out with soft copper, it can be a real bitch getting them things off, man, if somebody really put a wrench to them. So I'm just kind of prepared. I obviously have lots and lots of tools on my truck. I just refurbished this fan right here. It's a Black Cat or Power Cat, and I like it because it's got a light in it. It's got a couple of ports, outlets, and it puts out a lot of fucking air, light. And then on these, I've got 2 of these vacuums here, one for wet, one for dry. This one obviously has a filter in it. And hang on, let me make your dreams come true. Somebody said I needed to get a new gauge after looking at the one the other day. I buy these like 3 or 4 at a time, man, because they're just not durable. And I like the fact that you can actually hook this up. These can be hooked up to an aerator in the house, you know, in a kitchen sink or a lavatory. These things, I believe, are threaded on the inside. This thread right here on the outside is like an aerator. So I like these. They sell them at Home Depot fairly cheap, 10 bucks, maybe $8. But that's it, guys. This is my truck. I'm thinking I'm gonna put a bunch of buckets in here in this box because it really has become just a catch-all. And if I can put some buckets in there and put 1.5 inch, 1.25 inch, and you know, 2-inch pipe in those buckets, my short pieces, because I hardly ever need more than 2 feet. I can cut a bunch of stuff up, it'll stay clean, and that's it, man. That's my truck. That's what I got cooking today. And I have a pair of snips here for cutting off escutcheons. I do want to buy a lot of some split escutcheons, because I get to these houses and the metal ones just really look like shit. And sometimes you can cut a PVC escutcheon, a white one, and put it on, and it looks fine. But I like to get some of those cheap little split ones. And anyways, guys, have a great day. Tomorrow I got to go back to this I got to go back to that job where I reset the toilet on Friday to see if that place dried out. I'm gonna tell her when she comes back to call me, and I'll run over there and look in that wall again and see if it's dry. Hopefully it will be. I think I probably got the problem with the toilet. I hope. I mean, there was a pressure drop on the gauge, but I didn't go around and turn all the toilets off, and you know, that shit could be going anywhere, that pressure. So anyways, guys, have a great day. Hey, we made it to 4,000 subscribers last night, man. It was great. You guys came through for me. I asked and you delivered, and it means a lot to me, man. It really does. It was kind of a long haul, almost 2 years. I think my first video was in August, a couple years ago. A little nervous, showing you my truck. That's what I started out, the first video I did. And here I am 2 years later, still doing the same shit. It never ends with a truck, man. Alright, guys, have a great day. I'm tired, man. I'm gonna go do some cooking and go swimming. Hey guys, I want to show you these little Sawzall blades that I use. A couple guys have asked questions about them. This is actually a Milwaukee. I don't know if you can read that. It's a 4-inch bimetal. Let me read it. 4-inch, 24 tooth per inch. The number on it is a 5185 metal blade. Seems a little heavier than the Lennox, which is 18 teeth per inch, and it's a, I don't know, I can't read it, I don't have my glasses on, but I really love these. They're convenient. I've got a small Sawzall that I use these. This is what I cut drywall with. This is how I cut water heaters out using these blades most of the time. They're just very, very convenient and small. And I'm able to, with my Sawzall, I'm able to make sure I'm not getting in too deep on the drywall and cutting pipes in the wall or electric. So get yourself some of these, man. They're very, very handy. Hard to find though sometimes. Ready to get busy. Ready to get busy this week. I need to make up for some lost time. I've taken a lot of time off this summer so far due to the heat, but hopefully I'll get a good weekend. It seems to be a little bit cooler, not so humid down here. So anyways, guys, thanks for subscribing. If you like this, like, share, and subscribe. And let's see if we can make it to 5,000 someday. That'd be great. Thank you.